How to get your first earnings in any solo victory. Cash Cup, a complete guide. If you've been struggling to qualify for the Solo Victory Cup finals or aiming to secure your first cash earnings, you're not alone. Many players grind for hours without seeing results. But with the right preparation, mindset, and strategy, you can break through and begin earning consistently in Solo Victory Cash Cups. This guide will walk you through everything from understanding the format of Solo Victory Cups to mastering both aggressive and passive playstyles, managing mid-game decisions, and ultimately, winning in finals to claim that $100 prize per win. Understanding how Solo Victory Cups work. Solo Victory Cups operate in a two-round format. The first round is open to any player ranked gold or higher. In this phase, players have a 2-hour window to complete up to 7 games. Points are distributed based on performance, with placement points capped at 65 per game and 1 point awarded per elimination. To advance to the second round finals, you must place in the top ranks for your region. The thresholds are top 7,000 for Europe, EU, top 5,000 for North America, NA, top 2,000 for every other region. Once you qualify, you enter the finals. This round is only 1 hour long, and you can play a maximum of 3 games. The reward system is simple. If you win a match, you earn $100. Playing opens, strategy, and preparation. Your journey to the finals starts in the opens. There are 2 primary playstyles, aggressive and passive. Each has its advantages and suits different types of players. Before discussing them, it's important to understand that to qualify, you'll typically need at least 3 strong games out of your 7. Ideally a win, a top 3 finish, and a top 10 placement with eliminations. Don't approach every match the same way. Start the tournament with your most aggressive game. If it doesn't go well and you finish with 0 points, don't worry. Matchmaking remains the same, and you still have plenty of opportunities to make a comeback. For the rest of the matches, shift your focus toward placement and consistency. Success begins with a good drop spot. Before the tournament even begins, you need to have a dedicated landing location that you've practiced extensively. This drop should be familiar to you. Landing somewhere new during a tournament is a recipe for disaster. There are 3 main things you need to lock down for your drop. 1. Master the off-spawn fights. 2. Understand the loot paths and materials available. 3. Identify where third parties might come from. You can practice these in ranked matches or other competitive formats to refine your muscle memory and decision-making under pressure. Optimizing your loadout. Having the right loadout is crucial. Every season's meta will shift slightly, but you'll always need a shotgun and a spray weapon. Currently, that typically means the Gatekeeper or pump shotgun paired with either an assault rifle or SMG. Study professional VODs to see what the top-tier players are using and adapt your strategy accordingly. Your inventory should follow this layout. 1 shotgun, 1 AR or SMG, 1 mobility or utility item, nitro splash, crash pads, etc. 2 healing items. Ideally 1 white and 1 shield heal. When it comes to heals, prioritize items like medkits and Nuka-Cola. Shields follow this order of effectiveness: fizz, big pots, and then minis. The correct heals can make or break your late-game survivability. Aggressive playstyle, fighting smart. If you choose to play aggressively, your goal is to take early fights and secure eliminations for bonus points. Land at points of interest. POIs with high loot density. Your exact landing should be elevated, rich in loot, and quick to farm materials. The key to being a successful aggressive player is fighting smart. Engage only when you hit the first shot or have the element of surprise. You aren't being third-partied. You're not fighting against the storm. You have a safe escape route. You're well stocked on materials. Start each engagement by trying to get chip damage. This gives you a window to close the distance, stop the enemy from healing, and finish the fight quickly. Avoid prolonged battles that drain your resources, even if you win. If a fight starts looking risky, don't hesitate to disengage. Preserving your health and materials can be more important than securing a single elimination. Especially after your first game, you want to shift focus from keying everyone to playing more methodically for placement. Passive playstyle, surviving for placement. For those who prefer avoiding fights, a passive approach can be just as effective. But understand this, you'll still need to take a few fights throughout the tournament. It's nearly impossible to qualify without fighting at all, so basic combat skills are still necessary. Choose a low-traffic drop spot, ideally on the edge of the map or at a hidden loot route with at least 6 chests. Farm materials early and aim to maximize your healing supplies. Because you won't be eliminating players, you won't receive mid-game refreshes. Stay away from the center of the zone during the early and mid-game. Instead, stick to the edges, use bushes or buildings for cover, and avoid conflict as much as possible. Your first match is the softest lobby you'll face. Capitalize on that with a strong, high-placing performance to give yourself a buffer for the rest of the session. Mid-game strategy. Slow down and stay smart. Whether you're aggressive or passive, mid-game often involves waiting. After your first few matches, you need to slow down. Find a safe place to hide, in a bush, inside a building, or even in the storm if you're stacked on heals. And wait for the placement points to roll in. Avoid wasting 15 to 20 minutes only to get 25th place with no LMs. If you're not confident in mid-game fighting, it's okay to do nothing. Keep your mind occupied if you must, but always stay aware of your surroundings in case someone sneaks up on you. Once you reach the 6th zone, it's time to get serious. This is where proper positioning becomes critical for your endgame success. Endgame strategy. Closing for the win. Endgame begins around the 7th zone. Start positioning yourself in the 6th. Find elevated locations or areas with natural cover. Make sure your position allows for multiple rotation options, especially for max pulls. Understanding when and how to use materials is essential. If the builds are temporary, used for rotation, use wood. For more permanent structures like where you plan to stay boxed up, use brick or metal. Always switch to hard mats when under pressure to avoid looking vulnerable. Avoid rotating through the middle of the zone. Instead, stick to the sides, left or right, to avoid being focused. Don't hesitate to use materials if it means surviving longer. It's better to burn through all your mats and stay alive than die holding onto a full inventory. One of the biggest challenges players face in solo victory cups is mental resilience. You won't win every game, and even the best players have bad matches. The key is to not let a single poor performance tilt you into playing worse. If you're frustrated, take a short break between matches. Reset your focus. A single bad game won't ruin your session, but a bad mindset can destroy your entire run. Keep reminding yourself of the bigger goal: improvement and consistency over time. Conclusion. Getting your first earnings in solo victory cups is achievable. It requires preparation, discipline, a solid understanding of the meta, and the ability to adapt. Whether you choose to play aggressively or passively, following this guide can help you qualify for finals and start making money. Stay focused, stay patient, keep practicing. Your first $100 victory royale is closer than you think. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating more content like this.